The season has ended, and Barcelona has proven its local dominance, coming within touching distance of a European achievement. But we understand that last season was exceptional and circumstantial. Yes, as I tell you, it was a circumstantial season. Coach Flick started the season unable to sign new players or even offload current ones because anyone leaving would have no replacement. But now, the situation has improved, the vision is clearer, and Flick has the ability to sign, release, and make decisions freely. But before we talk about upcoming signings, let's focus on the departing players. They are the ones who will bring in money and free up wages that can be used to strengthen the squad. That's why I've brought you from the control room the results concerning the departing players and the names Flick has requested to leave, whether they will be replaced or not. All of this information is confirmed. Stay with us. Welcome to Mr. Rovo's channel. Feel free to support us with a like and subscribe to the channel if your life is not in danger. Now, let's go. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the team captain, who barely played a few minutes this season, yet still lifted 3 trophies with the squad. Now his name tops the list of departures. Flick has agreed to his exit on the condition that a replacement goalkeeper is signed. Indeed, Juan Garcia has been signed, and the matter is nearly settled. Only ter Stegen's approval to leave remains. Currently, reports indicate that ter Stegen wants to stay and insists on fighting to reclaim his starting spot. However, he clashes with the vision of Barcelona's management, who believe his chance has passed. He has received all the time and support possible. Szczęsny has renewed his contract and will remain with the team as a backup goalkeeper, while Juan Garcia will be the starter. As for ter Stegen, his salary in the coming seasons will reach €20 million. An enormous amount the management does not intend to bear. Barcelona's management will pressure ter Stegen with the World Cup card to convince him to leave, especially since the player is unwilling to give up on his dream of playing in the 2026 World Cup. He is expected to look for a new destination, but his departure from the club will not be easy, and negotiations will be tense and heavily pressured from both sides. Iñaki Peña. Although he performed excellently when he stepped in after ter Stegen's injury, he suddenly disappeared from the scene. Reports suggest that this decline is due to a clash between him and Flick, after arriving just 5 minutes late to a tactical session. Flick didn't tolerate it and decided to punish him, even indirectly telling him there was no place for him on the team, even if he had to play without a goalkeeper. The message was clear, and Peña understood it well. He has already started looking for a new club. Valencia, Sevilla and Celta Vigo have shown interest from within Spain, and there's also interest from Galatasaray in Turkey. Barcelona's management, for its part, does not oppose selling him and has set his price at €10 million. However, they will not enter serious negotiations unless a formal and convincing offer arrives from one of these clubs. Ronald Araujo. The story is nearing its end. Listen to me carefully, my friend. Araujo does not fit Flick's style of play, and the coach had planned to sell him this summer, signing Ta on a free transfer along with a right-back, while moving Koundé back to centre-back. But none of these plans came to fruition. Frimpong moved to Liverpool, and Ta joined Bayern Munich, which caused the entire plan to collapse. As a result, Barcelona decided to keep Araujo and give Flick the opportunity to work on developing him, trying to bring out his full potential in hopes that he might become an ideal centre-back suited to the coach's system. But that's just the current plan. The reality is that Barcelona may reconsider everything if a tempting financial offer arrives. And I'll say it clearly. If an offer exceeding €60 million comes in, the club will open the door for his departure immediately. In the end, money has the final say. Gerard Martín. One of Barcelona's misfortunes this season was Bald's injury during the decisive stages. The bigger disaster, however, was that his replacement was Gerard Martín, a player whose progression through La Masia remains a mystery. A slow fullback, lacking vision in build-up play, without the ability to win duels or maintain proper defensive positioning. Frankly, he was a glaring weakness in Barcelona's defense, especially in the match against Inter, which exposed all of his flaws. The truth is, no one wants to see Gerard Martín wearing the Barcelona shirt next season. The club must sign a new left-back who can be a real alternative to Balde, literally anyone, as long as it's not Gerard Martín. His market value doesn't exceed 7.5 million euros, and honestly, I have no idea who might fall into the trap of signing him. Pablo Torre. An undeniably talented Spanish prospect, but luck hasn't been on his side at Barcelona. He hasn't been able to compete with the current midfield giants. His only option now is to leave in search of a real opportunity at another club where he can be a regular starter, develop his talent and reach the level expected of him. Despite only playing 421 minutes across 14 matches, he managed to contribute to 7 goals, an impressive figure for such limited time on the pitch. The good news is that Portuguese club Porto is close to signing him, though it's still unclear whether the deal will be a loan or a permanent transfer with a buyback option. However, it's expected that Barcelona will insist on including a buyback clause, because a talent of his caliber cannot be easily given up, especially since his technical ability is very high, and he's still only 22 years old. Ansu Fati. The story with Barcelona is completely over. There's no longer any hope for his continuation. Despite his serious efforts to return and recover from injuries, Flick was not convinced by him and couldn't guarantee him regular playing time, which led to his complete disappearance from the picture. With a packed season full of fixtures and little time to offer opportunities, Fati had no chance to prove himself. And although he's still only 22 years old, his market value has shockingly plummeted, from 80 million euros to just 5 million euros, a true technical disaster. With 99% certainty, Fati is on his way to AS Monaco, the French club that wants to sign him for their Champions League campaign. They believe in his talent and see potential in him that could be revived if he's placed in a calm environment with enough patience, far from fan pressure. The French league is known for showcasing talents and even rediscovering them at times. Fati possesses exceptional technical ability, which was clearly evident at the start of his career, before a series of injuries disrupted it. If he can overcome those and find the stability he needs, he may explode back onto the scene. From Monaco's perspective, the deal is a win. Acquiring a player of this quality for only 5 million euros is nearly a free signing. There's little financial risk, but a significant chance of a major technical and financial return if the experiment succeeds. Pau Victor, an immense talent, considered the heir to Lewandowski, and fans were eager to see more of him. But it didn't happen. Ferran Torres claimed the spot with his strong performances, proving himself and pushing Victor to consider leaving Barcelona this summer in search of a club that offers more playing time and a chance to develop. Barcelona, for its part, refuses to let Victor go permanently, especially since Flick's reports about him are very positive. However, they do agree to a departure that includes the possibility of a return later on. Therefore, an agreement has been made for either a loan or a sale with a buyback clause at a fixed price. There are current offers from clubs such as Sevilla, Girona, Valencia, and Real Betis, all teams capable of giving Victor the minutes and experience he needs to grow. Victor is a talented player who can make a difference with those teams and potentially return to Barcelona in the future after gaining the necessary experience. As I mentioned, last season was an exceptional one for Flick, but in the current season, he has more options and needs to offload players who add no value and are a financial burden, to reinvest that money into new signings that strengthen the squad and give the coach better alternatives on the bench. It's a lesson Barcelona learned at the end of last season when injuries piled up and the substitutes were of very low quality. So, what do you think? Do you believe all these players should actually leave, or are there some who deserve another chance? I'm waiting for your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share to stay updated with all the latest.